Yeah. So then after that, though, you were with New York for a bit, but then you kind of bounced around a little bit. You went from the Seahawks to the Raiders, Cardinals. What's that experience like of having to always pick up and move? And yeah,
Honestly, it happened really fast. For me, it was more of a mindset, So
yeah,
coming out of Seattle, I dislocated my shoulder. I ended up tearing my humeral ligament. So for me, I need to get surgery, and I knew it was going to be a more of a recovery process than expected. So I wasn't going to be ready to sign with a team, anyways. So for me, I didn't sign with anybody during free agency. That free agency after Seattle, because I still wasn't healthy. I was still rehabbing. I was still getting right. And then the opportunity, Coach Cable coaching with the Raiders, he was with me in Seattle as my line coach.
right,
I was, he hit me up and he was like, listen, like we could use some help, And for me, I knew I was going to go over there. I knew I was going to make the team. I knew I was going to make the Raiders team, although I balled out in preseason. I knew I was going to make the team. But for me, going there, I needed that to go there and show that I was healthy and I was able to play. So that's what I did. I played during preseason and I was healthy and I was able to do what I got to do and showcase that I could still play and my shoulder was fine and everything like that. Because there was some concern that like my shoulder wasn't all the way healthy. So once I was able to perform like I did during preseason with Oakland, I knew I
mhm,
was going to have an opportunity to play somewhere else and continue my career. And then Arizona called 4 weeks later after I got cut, and I
yeah.
was with Arizona since. And then after Arizona, I signed with Detroit, and I've been here ever since. But like I knew mentally that's the route I was going to have to take to
Yeah.
kind of get back on track because like I knew no team was going to really sign me until they knew I was really physically healthy.
Right. Can you talk me through a little bit of the rehab process for, something like your shoulder, considering I'm assuming what you go through for rehab is a lot different than what the average Joe is able to go through for if he does anything to, his shoulder has any tears.
Yeah, like for me, thankfully it wasn't major. It was a humeral ligament, and it was a pretty it was a long recovery, but it was a pretty straightforward recovery. So a lot of I'd get up, probably do about 2.5 hours, 3 hours of rehab, and then from there go train for about 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Because like once you rehab, you have to keep up with the rest of your body. So you have to modify workouts and things of that sort, and continue, to stay in shape and get healthy. So it's a whole regimen that you really have to stay disciplined to and keep that routine.
Is there anything that you as players get your hands on as far as, health related technologies go that we aren't able to really ever see or use?
Um, I don't think it's anything like special. I think anyone who's in the need of any situation where they need certain equipment nowadays could go get it at any clinic.
Yeah.
For us, I think we do have access to a lot of cool stuff. We have access to like a lot of recovery facilities and things of that sort that we use on the regular, obviously. But that just comes with our job, just like a firehouse would have a sweet house to sleep in and cool fire trucks and things of that sort. It's like comes with the job as far as like them needing to be prepared for whatever comes next. So, medically, I don't think it's any more than anybody would need if it was an emergency, but I would say it's definitely more accessible for us.
Yeah. So, with this time between you, bouncing around different teams, injuring yourself, was there ever any self-doubt that set in about maybe I shouldn't play football, maybe I should, switch positions between guard and tackle and, which one was actually the better fit for you? Any of that kind of stuff set in?
No, not really. Being hurt when I hurt my shoulder, that was the first time I was ever hurt too. Like
Hmm.
as far as missing time ever in football, I never missed time in college, never missed time before that. So that was really my first injury missing time. So it was more for me mentally than it was ever physical as far as getting my mind right to do it. And when I went on IR in Seattle, it's like once you go on IR, you're kind of a lone wolf. You got to just figure out your own routine, your own schedule. Obviously the team has bigger fish to fry. You got a
Right.
game, and etc. So like, it's only right they continue to go. But the guys who go on IR, it's like you go from riding this high horse to like being put right on the side and kind of like getting tuned and getting ready and healthy. But the horse keeps moving as So like, it was more mentally than anything as far as the recovery time and the whole process for it.